Hello everyone, welcome back to another Viral Tech Studios video. It's me, Virus Fox here, and today we'll be taking a look at the Radio.DOS virus. So, we're just going to jump right into it here. We'll go ahead and give it a run. So you can see it shows up that it's infected a goat file, which if you don't know what a goat file is, it's exactly what it sounds like really. It's a file that would have been used by an antivirus company to have the virus infect it, and then they can take it and analyze the goat file and all the contents within it. Super easy, super basic. So radio will infect executables, so we'll go ahead and navigate to the DOS directory and take a look at sys.com. So sys is 9,432 bytes long. One little nuance with this virus is it will not infect files that are less than 1024 bytes long. So if we had a 900 byte .com or .exe file, it would just decide not to infect it. So if we run sys, so we see required parameter missing, and then we check its size again, you can see it has grown by just over 2,000 bytes. So the first payload of radio will activate 5.5 minutes after it's run. So during that period of time, I'm going to talk for a little bit here. So I know I promised a look at my DOS machine in the end of last week. Unfortunately, my RAM has not arrived yet, so I'm going to push that back until my RAM does arrive. Now, as soon as that's up and running, after I've done showing it off, maybe show off a couple games on it or something like that, the first virus I'm going to demo on it for you guys is going to be radio again. Now, the reason for this is that radio in the virtual machine runs faster than it's supposed to. So when we check out its payloads, you'll see they're quite fast, but it would never be that fast on an actual period-accurate DOS computer. So I think radio will be a good virus to run on it to show you what the real difference is there, how different it is with the much slower processor. The DOS computer has a 386 in it. So now we just kind of have to wait it out. Another thing is that I wanted to mention this in my Prism video, but me and my best bud JT have been doing a lot of streams over on Twitch. My link is twitch.tv/WBRFan21. So we tend to do a lot of different stuff, mostly games, Formula One, NASCAR, things like that. So we're live pretty much every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. One of those days we usually won't be live, and then I work the other three. But for the most part, we'll be live on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. At least probably 2 out of those 4 days every week. So yeah, feel free to come join us over there and say hello and just hang out and have fun. We're not really got too many viewers going on right now, but we just started, so we're trying to see what we can do. Looking a bit forward into the channel as well, I had another virus I was going to demo today actually, but the sample is a bit buggy and really doesn't work well at all. It's supposed to display a couple messages, change Windows backgrounds, change the DOS background color rather, and it just doesn't want to do it properly. It hangs the machine every time you run it. It'll display one of its payloads, but even then it doesn't do it correctly, so it kind of sucks. I'm working on finding a source for the old email worm archive I used to use to get all my malware from, which no, I will not be revealing where I get it from. Just like Dan doesn't like to reveal where he gets his malware from, I won't be revealing where I get mine from, so please do not ask. But if I can once again regain access to that archive, I will be bringing back email worms. I also used to have an archive for rogue antiviruses, but I've lost that over the years too. Changing from one computer to another and the website's gone offline, so I'm not really going to prioritize trying to find that again. Rogue antiviruses, they're cool, but once they're out of date by about a year or two, they're not really relevant anymore. And they don't have the wow factor of these older viruses to warrant going through all that trouble. I mean, if I ever stumble across the archive, then I'll grab it again, but I don't figure I'm going to. But yeah, comment down below if there's any viruses you'd like to see on the channel. Uh, any requests, I'll probably try to do them up if I can find samples for them. If anyone out there as well happens to know the location of a Happy 99 sample, that's something I've been trying to find for a very long time and have had absolutely no luck finding. So if anyone happens to know where I can get one, please pass that information along to me. And we have here the first payload. So the message at the top of the screen is, well, as we can see, it's in broken characters. It's supposed to be in Russian, but where we don't have the Russian character pack, we just see garbled text. I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to say. I haven't found anybody who's demoed it with the Russian character pack installed, so it's kind of a mystery to me. But that's the first payload. You can see the colorful scrolling text up at the top of the screen here. And the next payload will activate when we send a Control-Alt-Delete to restart the computer. So I'm going to do that through VMware. We get this, so you can see it is changing colors quite rapidly. I'll probably put a disclaimer in the title because it is quite fast. You see, I think this is supposed to say Berlin, but it says Berzin. I'm not entirely sure. But Berzin Fan Club presents, and then I believe that's some Russian word or phrase or something. I'm not entirely sure. I do know that it is a Russian computer virus as far as I'm aware. And then we have a telephone number, which I obviously haven't tried because I don't know where that goes anymore. But yeah, so you can see what I mean by it running too fast. You can see that it's just scrolling rapidly through the colors. It's supposed to change them quite slowly. If you've seen Dan's video demoed on his own machine, it shows it off quite well. So I think that'll be quite nice to see it running as it's supposed to be rather than in this sped up state right here. So yeah, it doesn't really do anything else other than display these two payloads. While it's doing this, keyboard input is disabled, so you won't be able to control or delete out of this. You'd have to send a hard reset. It doesn't intentionally damage files, though it does infect them, as we saw with sys.com. So, not really something you want. Probably be quite annoying whenever you try to restart your computer with a Control-Alt-Delete and you get this screen. But that is about it for the radio DOS virus. Thank you guys for watching, and come check out our streams if you're interested. Bye, guys.